Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. My name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan, and Dean and I are so excited to be here this week to bring you guys something new and fresh for spring. I don't know about you guys, but lemons were so popular at market. I loved seeing them used in different scenarios with different color themes, and so we're going to use some lemons today, and that's going to be kind of our item of the week. All lemon decor on the website, ellishomeandgarden.com, is 15% off, so it's a great time to shop those items, stack up on them before they're gone, because you can mix and match them with so many different things for the spring season. So I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend and had great weather. It's hot here again in Longview. It's in the 70s, it's humid, it's windy. I think it's supposed to rain the next couple days. But
it's supposed to drop.
Yeah, it's supposed to get cold again. We have a FFA benefit on Saturday night in Carthage, and I was thinking, oh great, I can wear short sleeves. No, I mean, I probably still wear short sleeves, but you know, we got to compromise, because if I can't wear shorts, I got to have short sleeves on top. So we'll see what happens. But we had a great weekend. We went to Broken Bow, as you guys know, to celebrate Josh's birthday. We had a great time. Everybody behaved themselves for the most part, and we got home on Sunday, and then we've just literally been doing nothing since we got home, because sometimes you need a vacation from your vacation when you get home. But the good thing about Broken Bow, it's only 2 hours away, so it's not like you're having to drive, 8 hours to go on vacation. It's great. It's in the woods at a cabin. And if you've never been before, I definitely recommend that you guys go. But as you join us this morning, you'll leave a comment. Let us know you're here, where you're watching from, and any questions you have, drop those down below. We'll answer those throughout the video. Okay, let me show you guys some of the products we're going to use. I have an 18-inch oval grapevine wreath here. And then I've got some greenery. I've got some of our new spring bushes are starting to arrive daily, so these are really pretty with the purple berries. I've, of course, got the star of the show, which is the lemon picks. I've got a little bit of grass greenery. And this is the new ribbon, y'all. This is called poly burlap, and we used to sell this a long time ago when mesh first came out. It was really popular, and I'm glad we got this in, because this is such a great ribbon, because it's stiff, it's got structure, it's bright in color, and it's going to go really well with not only the yellow lemons and the greenery, but also this purple is going to contrast off of there really well. So we're going to mix all this together to make a beautiful wreath. So we're going to start with our bow. So I'm going to get this out. And don't forget, guys, item of the week this week, all lemon decor is 15% off on the website, ellishomeandgarden.com. Okay. How was your week, your weekend? Did you work all weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. We were on vacation, of course, but it was very low-key. We didn't do much. We sat by the fire one night. We stayed inside one night and talked. We went to dinner a couple times, but we really just kind of like toned it down. And then tonight, we're having family dinner at my house. First time since Morgan left and went to Dallas, and she was on the trip this weekend. But so I'm having my mom and her husband over and my grandpa, and we're just going to hang around. I'm cooking hamburgers, burning them, and that'll be fun. Okay, I'm thinking, y'all, I could do a 5-loop bow, but I love the structure of this ribbon. It's really pretty. It stands out well, and I think it's going to go great with all of our lemon decor that we're going to put on here. Okay? Y'all leave us a comment. Let us know what you did this weekend, whether you hung out at home. Oh my gosh, Gina, so I watched a new movie yesterday. It's called Paranormal Activity Next of Kin. Have you seen the previews? It was pretty good. Do you like those?
Yeah.
A couple of them are, I can't, if it's too shaky, I can't do that stuff. But this one wasn't, and I loved it. And it's like they went to an Amish community, because she was looking for her birth mother, and then it turned out to not be, they weren't even Amish. It was the devil. But it was really good. I liked it. And they have a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre out on Netflix. So, hi Elsa. I've seen every single one of those, and I like them all. Josh makes fun of me because he's like, once you've seen one, you've seen them all. But I don't think so. I love them. Oh gosh, y'all, look how pretty. Okay, so I'm going to use this yellow ribbon. We're going to go ahead and tie this on our wreath. I'm going to put it down here on the bottom left. Maybe. Oh, we can get through there. Okay. Put that down there. See how pretty it is, guys? It keeps its structure and shaping really well, which I really like. Okay, next I'm going to start with my first greenery to build myself a little base. And I'm going to use this grass bush here. I love it because it's got little pieces of white in there, but you also have the grass that's going on in here as well. So let me cut this apart. Guys, we're watching The Gilded Age on HBO Max. It's so good. If you guys love a period piece, watch that. We've been watching that, and I usually am not a period piece person at all. Like, Downton Abbey is the extent of what I could do. Hey, Janice. We've been watching that. We've been watching Snowpiercer. Have you ever watched that? It's really good. What else have we been watching? Oh my God, Mrs. Maisel came back, y'all. That's on Amazon, and it's been gone for 2 years with the COVID and everything. They've had production delays, but they finished it. It's so good. Have you never seen that either? Oh, Dana, you.
HBO?
No, it's on Amazon Prime.
I don't have that.
Oh gosh, really good. Okay, y'all. So I'm taking this grass and I'm putting it around the bow. You just want to do enough to where you have good shaping, but you want to be able to like walk away from this step of your wreath and be able to tell, like, look, this is a great stopping point, and it's going to give you your shape that you're going to outline for everything else. Okay. So I'm going to keep adding in here. Did you see that Bob Saget died of head trauma?
Mm-hmm.
So he must have fell in his head and then died in his sleep or something, right?
That's what I was guessing.
That is sad and crazy. Okay, I'm going to actually end up using one whole complete bush, guys, on this wreath. Okay, and I'm just putting some kind of to the right and some to the left until I get the perfect balance of all the greenery on this stem. Okay, and I want a lot of this grapevine to show, so I'm just really focusing on the areas right around the bow itself. So once we have that on there, I'm going to go ahead and grab my lemon sprays. These are so great, guys, because not only do you get lemons in here, hey Ramona, you have different items. You've got twigs, you've got vines. Oh my gosh, look, you can perfectly split it 3 different ways. So we're going to do that. Hi Dee, good morning. So let me cut this apart. Oh Lord, the thing apart. And y'all here at Ellis, if you haven't been by one of the locations, they're starting to get in spring. So they've got lots of spring flowers in outside and plants. It's looking really pretty. You got fruit trees in, I know. Okay, so now we're going to take our pieces of the lemon spray that we cut apart. And we're going to insert, ooh, Lord, insert these in here. And again, you guys know I'm doing this for demo, so I'm not gluing, but definitely glue this at home because these are heavy because of the lemon, so you want to make sure that they all fit in here. They don't fall out of your wreath.
I'm going to butcher her name, but I think it's Rita. Is asking, do you watch Celebrity Big Brother?
Oh my gosh, so do you?
I haven't been because when do I have time to watch much of anything?
I know. I don't watch Celebrity Big Brother or Big Brother period. I've never seen an episode, and I still haven't. But I've been watching clips because, you know, 2 of my housewives are on there, and Carson Kressley's on there, and I love him. So I just wondered what it was kind of about. I don't know if I could do that. I could not be living up in a house with nasty people farting and all kinds of stuff because that's what was happening on the clip that I watched. You all got to share a bathroom, and the walls are paper. No. Heck to the no. And then if I'm the one who got stuck cleaning up that house, you know, because one of them said they basically cook for everybody and clean. No, I'm not a housekeeper. So I don't think I could do that. Could y'all, that's the next comment. Leave a comment. Could you live in a Big Brother house? I don't care how much money you win. I think you win $250,000, but that's nothing after you get taxes taken out. So, no ma'am. And you can be away from your family, your phone, all civilization for, I think, 30 days at the most. No. Not unless they had Chick-fil-A deliveries. I could not do it, y'all. Now I want Chick-fil-A. That sounds good. Okay. So we're going to keep putting our lemon spray. But if you are watching Celebrity Big Brother, I do know the contestants. Who do you think is going to win the show? If my girl Cynthia Bailey wins, I'm going to black out because she's one of the housewives of Atlanta and I love her. She also said, hell no. What, let me know what people's thoughts are. Everybody says no. Could you do it, Dina?
I couldn't do it.
I just don't know. I would, y'all would see a different side of me and never speak to me again. If somebody started, like, talking about me behind my back or being nasty and rude and Dina the same way, I just feel like I would choke them, and I couldn't be on that show.
I'm an introvert. I couldn't do it.
Do what?
I'm an introvert. I couldn't do it.
Not today. Not ever. Okay. So I'm putting my lemon sprays, guys. Look how pretty those are. I'm going to put a couple more down here on the bottom. Not one person said yes. So, okay, you guys are my people. I just couldn't do it. Now, if Shania Twain was a guest, then I would probably be able to make it. But that's the only way. Maybe Beyonce, you know, but not, no. I couldn't do it. Carolyn, me either, girl. Okay, I'm going to take my last little sprig of lemon sprays and put those kind of coming down.
Bobby says Misha.
You think Misha? She's the rudest one of all of them. Isn't that the fighter girl, whatever, like the Olympian? A lot of people had problems with her because they said she was nasty. And that Todrick guy's a snake. I don't watch the show and I know a lot about it, don't I? I read a lot of clips and stuff. But that Todrick guy's a liar, I think. And what's your thoughts on him, guys? Maybe that's our new show we need to watch together, all of us, because y'all like to watch it, apparently. So we'll have to watch that sometime. Okay. I love these guys. So inexpensive. This is like $7.99. I think these bushes are on sale like 30-40% off. And they're really good quality for the price. They've got greenery mixed in, so we're going to use these. Okay, Elsa, that's what I'm saying. And here's the deal. I wouldn't mind cooking for, you know, if people help me, but I'm not going to be the only one responsible for what people eat. And I had a girl that went on there. I feel like I know her. She was a fitness coach, you know, and she's never gained weight in her life, and she gained 10 pounds. So I can only imagine if I was up in there eating everything, I would gain 20 pounds. I couldn't do it. But if I did have to room with somebody, I'd probably room with Carson because he's funny and I would like to watch him. And I want to find out what he's gotten done to his face because he does not move. He's like a vampire.
Amazing Race.
Never seen that. Never even know what that is. What is that? They race?
Yeah, race around the world.
On foot?
Well, they take planes, but there's different obstacles they have to overcome. And
now, I could probably do that if the network was paying for it.
It's you and a partner, and you go.
So it's like a scavenger hunt, kind of? I mean, you got to go to different locations and do stuff?
Yeah.
You gonna watch that new show with Colton? You know, where it's like Survivor, kind of. They're out in the woods and they do all. Have you seen the previews for that? It's good. It's like on Fox or something. And have you seen that movie called the show, The Dirty Dancing Show? It's got, what's his name from The Bachelor on it? Tyler Cameron, the real cute one. Y'all been watching that Dirty Dancing show? I really don't know the concept, but I think it's like they're reenacting the movie, but it's a reality competition show. Okay, and then my purple, y'all, I'm loving how this is looking. Put a little bit right here. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit, I know, me too. I'm going to take a little bit of this other greenery bush and use that to fill in some of the spaces, guys. This is called an Australian fern. It's one of my favorites. You're not going to need too much because you don't want to get things too full and too congested, but you do want to put some in here underneath this bow to help build that out, and maybe a couple of the other areas.
Did you have anything unusual happen on this trip, like you always do?
Yes, I did have something unusual happen, y'all. Let me tell you. So in Broken Bow, let me zoom in real quick, y'all. Look how pretty that looks. Okay. So in Broken Bow, we've been there 100 times, okay? We always stay in a cabin. So the first night, it was just me, Josh, and Tia. And Tia owns the cabin, and that was her gift to Josh for his birthday. So thank you again to Tia. But we got there at like 3. We hung out, and we went to dinner. We got back from dinner at about 8:30. That night that we first got there, it was the low was 22 degrees. So it was freezing. It's a 3-story cabin, and so... you know, when you have multiple stories like that, it gets cold, especially when it's all wood. So we had the fireplace on and the heat on, and it was still cold. So at 8:45, we had a citywide blackout. And we had no power until about 2 o'clock in the morning. So we all fell asleep on the couch at 9 o'clock on our first night there with the fire on. Thank God we had that. And then Josh wears a CPAP machine, in case you guys don't know. And that's like a life or death situation. I slept on the couch for 6 months when we first started dating because I could not handle the snoring. It was just so loud and uncomfortable. And then he gets choked. As you guys know, if you have sleep apnea, I'm sure your husband or somebody in your family's had it. So he couldn't put the CPAP on because the power was out. So we go to lay down at 12:30, and I have to have noise all the time. Like I have to have a fan on. Well, at my house I have 3 on. So I decided I was going to open up the window. And it was 20 degrees outside, but I love it cold, guys, and I love it. Well, I opened the window, I cracked the window, and I go to sleep. And apparently I passed out and didn't wake back up. But at 2 o'clock, Josh put his mask on because the power came back on. Then it went on and off all night. So every time he would get asleep, he would wake up choking and gasping for air because he was suffocating because of the CPAP machine. And then I woke up at 6 o'clock, and both of my nipples, honey, had fell off. They were in the floor. It was so cold. I was literally like this shaking, and I had no covers because Josh, he couldn't sleep because he was gasping for air. So when he does that, he kicks his legs up. We had all the covers over there. I'm laying there in my underwear, shaking like this. Okay, the power's back on. The ceiling fan's blowing, and then I had plugged up Miss Breeze, which I never travel without her. That's my oscillating fan. I plugged her up before the power came back on because I thought, you know what? When the power comes back on, I need some breeze. Well, she was blowing the air from the window in on top of me. I have never been so cold in my life. I think I couldn't even feel my toes. So, tragic. So then I got up like this, and I was like shaking, and I put the window down, and I was pissed at Josh. So I jerked the covers out from under him and put them over there on me. And thank God we had an electric fireplace in our room, so I turned the fireplace on, and the fan was right there. When we got up the next morning, it was like 9 o'clock. It was like 47 degrees in our room, okay? And everything is wood, so when you step on the floor, it's ceramic tile, freezing. So that's the only crazy thing that happened, but I'm so stupid for opening up the window. And let me tell you another story. One time we went to a friend's house, and she didn't run the air conditioner, and I needed some air. So I opened up the window, and I put my only pair of tennis shoes in the window because it was an older house, so the window didn't have hydraulics, whatever you call it. Stuck the shoe in there, opened the window. Well, what happened on the one night? It flooded, and so I woke up the next day, and my shoes were soaked. So I never have a good thing happen with the windows. I probably shouldn't do that again. But anyway, if I would have had a lot of blankets, that window would have been perfect because I can sleep at the 20 degrees, no problem. But I didn't because Josh was wrapped up over there, and he had that mask going on and off. And anyway, he said it was not a good night. So then the second day, we were exhausted, but we made it through. Thank God for some wine. Thank God for a 5-hour energy and some coffee. But anyway, yeah, I've never been to Broken Bow, though, and there have been any power outages at all. But guys, you're in the woods, so when there's a power outage, it is pitch black out there. It's like, what's that show called? The Strangers. I mean, I kept waiting for somebody to come up in the roof, but anyway, it was good. Okay, y'all. Well, again, this wreath is fabulous, and all these materials, guys, and so much more can be found at ellishomeandgarden.com. This is my favorite thing we use today. I love it. I'm going to buy me some for my personal stuff, and the lemon picks are just fabulous, guys. And you could do this wreath, recreate it on a moss wreath like we did last week. There's multiple moss wreath options on there for you, and all the lemon decor is 15% off on ellishomeandgarden.com. Okay, y'all. Well, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. I hope you had an amazing Valentine's Day. We didn't do anything. I told you. I don't celebrate that. I'm so glad Valentine's is over because you know what's next, and that's my favorite, which is Easter. Oh, my gosh. We have a new home goods store. I went there yesterday. I made it through the front door and walked back out. There's too many people in there. But I did spy some rabbits and stuff, and they were cute. You been there yet?
It's open?
Yes, it's open. We'll go at Christmas when it calms down. There was literally 5 million people, and the line to check out was wrapped around the building. Like Black Friday. So... all right, guys. Love you for watching. Come out and see us at Ellis. And we'll see you next Tuesday here at Ellis Home and Garden and ellishomeandgarden.com. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a good week.
Bye.